Monday, Antelope Valley. It is September 13th, 2021. My name is Mark Troth, broker and owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, Troth Realtors in Lancaster, bringing you this week's market update for the Antelope Valley market. Been doing this going on 3 months now, and we're actually going to take a little bit of a look back in this market update today. So adding a slide number 3 to our presentation. As I've mentioned, enjoy doing this week after week. I feel that it's important that the folks of the Antelope Valley have a local resource to go to get local market statistics. As I say, week after week, our market is definitely unique from other parts of Los Angeles County and the state of California. And so I like to bring you the local numbers so that you have a resource to look at and see what our local market is doing. All of the numbers that we use in this presentation are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So with that, let's go ahead and get into slide number 1 here. Share the screen, good old Zoom. So we start this morning with 668 active listings on the market. That is up 2.5% from last week and up 8.6% from 4 weeks ago. The pending inventory starts at 886, a nice jump in pendings, 5.5%, up 46 from the 840 where we started last week, and from 4 weeks ago where we were at 870. So once again, that shows that our pendings are sticking right in that mid to upper 800s, a little bit underneath, but a good healthy clip of properties as they come on the market, definitely going into escrow. This is the 13th week in a row that we have seen the active number of listings increase week over week. But the good news is that as those pending properties are coming on the market, is that a good number of those do seem to be absorbed going right into escrow. So the buyers are out there. They're not as anxious and as a hurry as they were before. They're definitely watching what's coming on the market. And when that right house does hit the market, they are not hesitant to put in an offer and get into escrow. You can see that our churn, which is the total between active and pendings, once again, up this week, 4.2%, and up 4.6% from 4 weeks ago. As I mentioned, our active inventory has definitely continued to climb through the summer. Going to be interesting to see where that heads into the fourth quarter, into the fall, and then off into the end of the year. We're starting to see some sellers perhaps a little bit anxious, a little bit concerned that perhaps they've missed this super hot market. And market has definitely cooled a little bit. Definitely not seeing lots of properties with 10, 15, 20 offers on them. Still a few multiple offers, but definitely buyers are having the opportunity to go out, kick tires a little bit more and find just that right house. So let's take a peek week over week real quick. We'll stop the share of that slide and go off into the share of this next slide here. There we go. As we look week over week, new residential listings on the market, week over week, starting with 135 new listings came on the market, down a little bit from the previous week. Number of properties that went into escrow also down a little bit as we entered into the month of September. The week of 9/6 through 9/12 saw 112 new escrows, new properties going to escrow. Could have been a little bit to do with the Labor Day weekend. Tends to see a little bit of a drop off after a holiday weekend. And so I would expect to see that number climb back up this time next week when we're looking at numbers. This is an interesting number though. And it kind of reflects back to what I just said a few moments ago. Our cumulative days on the market dropped by 4 days. We had gone up to 15 and now back down to 11. So that basically kind of helps hold true where I said off of the last slide that as properties come on the market, it's a good property, good condition, priced appropriately. buyers are not afraid to make the move and enter into escrow on that property. The number of solds over the last 7 days also down a little bit from the previous week, down 24.2%. Once again, I think that definitely could have had something to do with the Labor Day, the holiday weekend. We're definitely still seeing good activity. Lots of folks out looking at properties, but once again, just looking for that right property. Our median sales price down 2.9%. Once again, that long-term trend staying right in that upper mid 400,000 range. We're seeing that kind of bounce around a little bit. And as you can see, still the median sales price a little bit higher than what the median list price is. So that basically shows if it is the right property, good condition, priced attractively, buyers are anxious to make it their own. So I thought we'd take a look at one last slide this morning before we end here. And let me pull it up here. I wanted to take a look over some year-over-year numbers. And I've been doing this internally for quite a while, and it's just been over the last 3-4 months since we've started doing this externally. So taking a look at the week of 9/6/21 through 9/12/21, and then basically a year ago, the week of 9/14/20 through 9/20/20, you can see that this last week, our median sales price was $442,000. A year ago, we were at $381,750. That's an increase of $60,250, up 15.8% year over year. Quite an amazing number. Our median list price of those solds, $425,000, up $55,505 from a year ago when we were at $369,495, up 15.2%. So definitely a great year for appreciation in the Antelope Valley. And that once again is going to speak to, we get asked a lot, God, do you think this bubble is going to burst? Do you think we're going to see this huge foreclosure market and values decline? And my answer is that should anyone that purchased within the last year find themselves in a situation to where they're unable to make payments, perhaps facing foreclosure, you can see by these numbers right here that they've got plenty of equity to get that house on the market and get it sold before they go through foreclosure. Obviously, the other thing that we're faced with is a lot of, still a huge shortage of inventory. So those properties that come on the market definitely are being absorbed. And so I just don't see a large downturn coming in our market. We may see a little bit of pullback in the rate of appreciation, but until we solve this inventory shortage problem, a lot of folks that own rental properties right now, doing what they can to get tenants moved out so that they can get those on the market and take advantage of the high prices, which once again is continuing to put a squeeze on the rental market. So things are still looking positive as we head into the fourth quarter of 2021 and off into 2022. So with that, we'll call it a wrap for this Monday, September 13th. As always, any further questions we might be able to answer for you, please feel free to reach out to one of our trusted real estate associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Troth Realtors, always here to help answer your questions and do what we can. So take care, everybody. Make it a great week, and see you next Monday. Bye-bye.